One time I went to a corner store and I was just trying to get some bags of Cheetos because I'm a black man that loves Cheetos. Much like every black man on the planet, the government made hot Cheetos to keep me capitalized, stuck in the chip loop. So I'm picking up some hot Cheetos, and the Arabic man, best friend by the way, love him to death, he says, "Oh, I'll give you a discount." I said, "A discount in this economy? You're a good man." He said, "Yeah." He said he'll give me 4 bags of chips for $1. And that's what it used to be. This was at the height of when bags of chips were 3 for $1. He said he'll give me 4 for $1 because I come in so much. So I appreciate him so much. So I'm vibing, rocking out, just chilling. So what happens after this? Another man comes in, and I can feel the spiritual pressure change in the air. I can feel it. I'm like, what's going on? I felt music started playing in the back of my head. I knew what was going on. I'm a little bit confused. I say, what's happening? What? Huh? And the Middle Eastern man running the store, he says, "I think he has a gun." Think? You better be certain about that. You can't just be making assumptions about somebody. It's wrong to assume. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Sadly, this headline was the entire article because the man immediately said, "Everybody get down." Oh no, we're not dancing. He wants you to get really down. This is horrible. He's not talking about having a hold down, roll down. He's ruining my life. So I immediately say, okay. Now I don't want to be here at all. So I don't care about the robbery that's going on. And there's bulletproof glass right there. The man running the corner store says, okay. He said, give me the money you have. He says, "Not much in here." He says, okay. The anger left his body as soon as he got to that. He said, "Oh, how much is in there?" He said, $27. Not mostly change. Mostly change. The wind took out of his sails immediately. Just the wind left him. He said, "Oh, well, okay. What do I? I said, "Do you need help?" He said, "No, I got this." I said, "You sure?" I'm sad for him because I want to help him out. I feel like he looks nervous. Maybe this is his first time. A version of robberies, that's bad. I don't want him to be that. I want to make him have a good time. The Arabic man says, I think it's first time too. I said, "Okay, do you have the safety off?" He said, "Yeah, the safety's off." Okay, cool. Just making sure the safety off. Solid. So we were just looking at him too. We all froze because he's the only one with a weapon in the hand. The Middle Eastern man said, "You can take from the store. I don't run the store. You can take whatever you want to." He said, "Okay, I'll take the chips." He said, "Okay. Anything else you want to take?" And he's just stunned. He's stunned silence. He's looking around, just sniffing stuff like a psychopath. I don't know what to do. I said, "Here, give me the gun." He said, "What?" I said, "Give me that. I got you." What you want to do is you want to hold it and you don't want to put it down because you put it down, it gives a chance for somebody to grab it. You don't want to put the gun down. And I'm teaching him how to use the weapon. I'm teaching him how to use I'm teaching him how to do things. I said, you got to keep the aggression. Don't let us instruct you. You're supposed to come with aggression and ruthlessness. You're supposed to have passion in your voice. Where's the passion at, man? And I pushed his chest. Where the passion at? He said, I don't know. I said, "You don't know?" I said, "Why are you doing this?" He said, "I was hungry." He said, "I can get you a sandwich." The Middle Eastern dude said, "I can get you a sandwich." He said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." "You homeless?" He said, "No, I was just hungry." He said, "Okay, I can." And he goes to the back and he grabs an old McDonald's hamburger that he just had for some reason. He just had it and gave it to him. He said, "There you go." He said, "Oh, well, you good?" "Yeah, you guys don't have a safe?" "No, there's no, I doubt there's no safes in corner stores." And he said, "If you want to rob someplace, it would be better to go perhaps to a Walmart or someplace that actually is bigger, or maybe a heist of some sort, maybe a casino even. Not sure. This seems like a bit much." And he just looks disjointed. He starts crying, breaking down. He says, I don't know what to do. It's just my life is bad. He starts telling me his issues. His daughter doesn't respect him. His son is gay. Just everything. He's like, man, my life is horrible. And I said, is your son single? He said, yeah. And I said, we should hang out because I'm looking around. I'm always on the lookout. Can't really lose my opportunity there. Don't want to lose that. And he's just depressed. He's telling me all this sad information. Middle Eastern dude saying, don't worry. We're going to help you out. Little did I, now you would think that the Middle Eastern dude would call the cops or maybe even do something in that variety. That's what you would think. You would assume that in some variety. Nope. Didn't call the cops. Didn't do anything like that. Didn't do any of that. He just wanted to talk to the guy. We had a genuine conversation with him. We just helped out, chilling, having a good time. And people are coming into the store. One dude comes in. He said, oh, my God, a gun. And he rocks out. He's like, oh, you're losing customers, man. Come on. He said, well, I was going to rob the store. He said, yeah, but just put the gun away. Come on, let's just talk. Brings him to the back counter and just starts having a conversation with him. And I'm there just minding my black business, just not doing anything crazy. And he says, the Middle Eastern dude says, don't worry, I got this. I'll make sure the guy gets straightened out. And I said, don't worry, just chilling out. So I leave. And lo and behold, as if God instructed me to do this, there's a cop right outside. And I say, somebody's robbing the store. And the cop says, really? Didn't even question if I was telling the truth or not. He runs in. Boop, 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 boop. Guess what? Tackles the guy. I go back in. He tackles him. Boom. Tackles him. Breaks his jaw. Teeth fall out. Doing what cops usually do and overreact. Crazy work. He says, which one of you guys was robbing the store? Didn't even ask who was doing it. Cop didn't know what was going on. Just incompetence all around. Just deeply incompetent. Don't know why that happened. He just wanted some action. Cops are bored most of the day. I'm not going to lie to you. Cops are deeply bored. Could have asked so many questions. Could have asked anything and not done that. Could have done anything else. Decided not to do it. So after all that, I decide to walk back in there. And I did get a discount on the chips, but I didn't buy the chips because I forgot to grab them. So I grabbed some chips and just walk out. Just grab the chips and walk out. In hindsight, should I have paid for it? Should I have paid for the chips? Yes. But also in hindsight, the Middle Eastern man should have called somebody. That would have been great. There are many things that could have went different in this entire situation, but we are ignorant. We live in the hood. We don't know things. I don't know how to do my taxes. I don't know what an I-9 is. We don't know things. That man was getting paid under the table. He came to America. I think he doesn't pay taxes for 7 years. He doesn't know anything about this. We don't know anything. So yeah, it's free. That was the entirety of the situation. It was nonsense. It was psychotic. That man went to jail. He went to jail, had to do community service. I don't think anything really bad happened to him, realistically. I don't think anything bad happened to him. Maybe he dropped the soap 13 times. Maybe he figured out what his gay son went through. I have no idea what really happened to him. But I do know that this is a regular event in Detroit, Michigan. These are just regular events. These are just regular aspects that happen naturally. I did see him later, and he said, I really changed his life. I'm happy. He said, I'm happy you talked to me and actually set me straight. And I said, is your son still gay? And he said, yeah. And I said, I can set your son straight or turn him more gay if you want me to hang out with your son. Now, his son was my age. Just to grasp that real fast. Son was my age, older man, very older man. And I said, cool. Run it up. Let us see it. Good times. Good times, though. Very good times. Very good times. I miss my life. I miss how it used to be.